Hey y'all, it's Laura and I have my finished December daily album. Now I didn't actually do daily. I did 14 stories from the month of December from the 1st to the 25th, and it fits in my album. It's actually one of the first and only years that my whole album closes correctly, that it fits. I mean, and just barely, but it does fit. This is an album, I believe it's from Echo Park, fairly certain. I don't see any labels on it, but I'm fairly certain it was from Echo Park. I got it at a cherry on top for fairly inexpensive, which is what I was looking for. Just a simple 6x8 album to keep my stories in, nothing fancy. It did not come with any page protectors. I already had those in my stash, so keep that in mind. But let's have a look at my finished album. I did do all of these pages on live videos every Friday in December and finished it on New Year's Eve. So if you joined me for that completely chaotic 3-hour live, I'm sorry. We had great discussions, but they went wild. They went wild, y'all. So I included these inserts, which I thought were just kind of a fun little extra in my weeks to kind of separate the weeks. I didn't mark them. I just enjoyed inserting them, so I added them. This is my opening insert. It's got some sequins glued onto the stars to add a little bit of texture, a little bit of fun. Simple doily and Pink Fresh Studio title. Now, the kit I used or put together to create this album is largely based on the Pink Fresh Studio Holiday Magic Collection and Hip Kit Club's November kit, which was very Christmassy themed. Those two things. I still have a lot of it left. I'll probably be doing some Christmas videos, Christmas layouts rather, in January to use some of it up. For day one or story one, I have a little picture of my dad with my youngest back when she was tiny. And he is always my day one, my reason why. And so I have a little journaling spot here about why he is my reason why. My dad has always modeled generosity, comfort, and joy for me. And so I always introduce this project as a little homage to him. For story two, we did decorate the trees. This is Livia and Charlie. And then Sophia is over here adding ornaments to the tree. They did a chaotic, fantastic job. I love a chaotic Christmas tree. I don't know why, it's a personal preference, but I love all the handmade decorations, the random bits and pieces you just acquire over time. Nothing matches. It's brilliant. I love it. It's perfectly representative of our family, I feel. So this little 2x1 is from Citrus Twist, I believe. Pretty sure. And really like that. This one is a 6x8 layout featuring our finished tree. As I said, pure chaos, and we love it. Love to see it. I have a nice little chipboard frame that I just backed with some scrap papers, along with an epoxy flare from Scrap and Happy Studio, and I use these little freckled fawn numbers to number my stories. This little 6x8 layout features my youngest son, Joseph, and he has some flowers that he picked for me from our rose bush out front because crazily enough, crazy, you can see the Christmas tree in the background. We are still getting flowers off of our rose bush in December because we've had 70-degree Fahrenheit temperatures, which is crazy. That's wild for December. I don't know why it's happening, but our rose bush is quite happy about it. Another little acetate divider. Then this one is a lovely little pocket with some photo strips of the light displays that we went to see this year. So this is the Southern Lights one that is in town. And we went to one in the big city of Memphis as well. But this one is the localish one. And so just did some simple photo strips. And then this is a piece of traveler's notebook paper from Freckled Fawn, and I just created a little scene with some of the Hip Kit ephemera, and really liked the way that this came out. It was really cute. A little Scrap and Happy Studio charm up at the top. And on the back, just some journaling with some very simple embellishments, mostly from Pink Fresh Studio. So just a little explanation, what's going on. And this little pocket here is leftover from a Felicity Jane kit from either last year or the year before, I'm not sure which one. And Southern Lights is what this was called, this display. On the back of that, we have a larger layout, closer to 7x8, because it's on the back of this pocket. And this is just a large 4x6 of our mantle, and a smaller photo, I think it's 2x3, of the new stocking we got for Charlie. And this is the collection of stockings that was in the ephemera pack. So I just did like an embellishment cluster of stockings off to the left with a bit of a doily hanging out the side. Lovely title from Pink Fresh Studio, papers from Pink Fresh Studio, and very simple journaling underneath. For day 6 or story 6, we went to Starry Nights, which is another light display in Memphis. And I did a waterfall. So it's an interactive page with this waterfall design. So I can get a ton of photos onto one page without it getting super, super bulky. It is a little bulky, but it's not nearly as bad as, say, 4 pocket pages would have been, which is probably what it would have taken to get all of those photos into the place. So you can see it's a little bulky, not super bulky. I did have to mount this to a piece of super thin chipboard though, because it was bowing a little just on the cardstock. Just a heads up. For story 7, documenting the advent calendar that I bought for my kids. So they each had their own little candy advent calendar. Didn't really work in that they ate them all well before Christmas. But it was a fun little thing to do, and they were very inexpensive, just a couple of dollars at the store. And so I thought that was a fun little new tradition that we included this year. It's a little 6x8 layout with some ribbon across the bottom and the top that was left over from a previous year's December daily. Some little puffy stickers added here and there, a little fox, which was super cute. And I really like how this one came out. Another little acetate divider. And this is a 2x1 insert featuring my mother and I. We had gone to a craft creating these signs. So I have a better picture of the sign here that we made. And that was so much fun to do. And that was our story number 8. Love that. And then for 9, we made cookies. And we just do little place and bake cookies. And they're kind of pre-made cookies for my twins who are autistic. That's just easier for them to be able to just place them on the tray and help out. Still a little bit chaotic, but it's easier to manage. That's for sure. Next up we have day 10. We have these 2 super cute photos of my twins with their little glasses from school. They love them. They were so funny. I just had to scrap them. And in here is a little envelope. You would have to pull this out in order to read the journaling inside. That is, I'm afraid, part of the game with this particular page. But honestly, I don't think most people are going to particularly care about the journaling on this page because it is fairly simple and straightforward what's happening. But I've included this little insert that has a little Santa Claus on the front and then journaling with the angel on the back, just talking about where the glasses came from and how incredibly funny they were wearing them. They just loved them. They just thought they were the greatest thing. And I was quite pleased to get cute pictures of them wearing them. So now I've got the only thing about this page is having to rewrap this, which is part of why I put it in a page protector to begin with and didn't make it an open page that's easy to access, because this is kind of a pain in the butt to fix over and over and over again. So I don't think most people will bother to look in there just as well. Another acetate divider. So this, we're on to week 4, I believe. And this was our family Christmas with my family. So my family is the Davisons. That's my maiden name. And my wonderful husband blessed us with this picture, making the craziest face I've seen on him in a while. He was very excited about this camping grill that he got. My son Joseph with his new favorite. They're books about Greek gods, and they look like cartoons. They're very cool. Graphic novels, that's what they're called. Just got a little day 11 card introducing the situation down here. Got pictures of my second oldest, Charlie, in an avocado hoodie they wanted. My brother got a new Keurig for Christmas. He is my younger brother. And I only have one sibling. He's it. And then Olivia got some beautiful Frozen Princess Elsa coloring things, which she was thrilled about. This is my grandpa, and he got some speakers. I got some Harry Potter books. I'm a huge fan of Harry Potter, so love that. And then my cute little nephew, who got lots of toys. And then finishing up the pocket pages for this day, we had a lot of photos. My mom and her little gnomes, and my uncle with his awesome beard. He got this really cool light up cardinal lantern, which was very, very cool. Just very simple clustering and journaling spots in between, trying to keep the embellishing on the pocket pages fairly simple. Mostly simple throughout the whole project, honestly, but I don't always get simple to work. As my friend Harmony says, I don't think that word means what you think it means, which is a fantastic Princess Bride reference. So now this is an acetate piece that is not one of the dividers. It's actually just an additional acetate piece, and it has a flip open, little tip in with some gingerbread pictures. We had 3 gingerbread houses this year, one of which crashed and burned in the process of being built. And the other 2, they managed to survive long enough to be eaten. And my kids had a great time with them. Now, Joseph's icing got soggy or something, or too warm or something. It did not handle well. It didn't stay on the house, that's for sure. But even the twins joined in this year, and I had lots of journaling to add to that. That was day 12. Day 13, of course, is Christmas Eve. And so I've got December 24th. Got a little bit of a title here. This is our tree with all the presents stuffed up and around. They went out quite a bit, actually. We had a lot of presents because we have a lot of kids. And I thought that was a nice way to show it. Additional Christmas Eve, I did this giant tag. And this little piece here is a bit of plastic from Citrus Twist. These lovely adhesive add holes to your page inserts. Love those. I used one of those on this giant tag. My twins got 2 giant teddy bears and an indoor hammock to enjoy, which they have very much enjoyed. And then also Christmas Eve, this is a picture of all the stockings filled on the couch. And then I have a little hidden journaling here talking about our normal Christmas Eve chaos that we always seem to have. Doesn't matter how prepared I think I am not prepared. And number 14 of our stories is December 25th, Christmas Day. So of course we did pocket pages to keep it simple as possible. Got a nice little journaling spot here, which is just clustered embellishments to make our own little card. Same here, cluster of embellishments to make our own little journaling card. I didn't include journaling cards in this kit. Didn't buy any. We just used the papers and it worked just fine. Here we've got another card that I put together and another card that I put together just using the ephemera pieces and titles and some Scrap and Happy Studio epoxy flare. This one is a picture of an earring and necklace set that I got. Olivia got her own jewelry as well. Another card that I made clustering together ephemera. And Joseph, my second son, my youngest son, he got some toy daggers, like ninja weapons. He likes to pretend fight himself. My husband got some camping gear. This is actually a folding chair that fit in that little bag, which he was thrilled about. And my twins got these really cool rolling scooters that they love. And on this last page, just a few more extra pictures. My father and mother-in-law with their presents. He got a Joe Montana jersey, and my mother-in-law got this beautiful wearable blanket that just swallowed her up and that she was very excited about. And Sophia got one of these little toys. So yeah, pretty quick and easy flip through, look at all of the pages that we made. Like I said, everything was scrapped live on the channel. You can find week 1 through 5. And at the end of week 5, there is of course a flip through there as well. But I wanted you to be able to see the finished project, even if you weren't up for a 3-hour live. Because we had a rockin' good time. Lots of silliness, lots of jokes, lots of little comments and things, you know, like we normally do on the lives, having a little bit too much fun. And that's the December daily done. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. If you would like to see anything in more detail, also let me know that as well. I do have all of these pages also available on Instagram and my Facebook page. So check there first. If you wanted to see a specific page in more detail, it's probably there as well. That's it for me, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. And until next time, bye.